rock and Ramtus.
Is it though? Is it really?
You're ready to be David Spaded. Okay, monitor available for banging horses. I'm wearing this stupid armor.
So hey everyone, it's RockMan, Ratmus, and Sadie, and why are you Elephant Man?
To show it off.
So how's the volume, people in chat? Oh wait, they're dead.
Yeah, like I don't know if there's a way to scan through the set things, but like it's the wavy lines there is because I ate some food, but the other two are from the armor, so I'm like, well, that's an interesting thing. How to do it. I got the Fierce Deity armor. So now you got the wonderful, you got 4 bonuses there. I upgraded that for the hell of it. Still haven't upgraded these things. I farmed some of those star fragments. It's,
Not enough though, right?
yeah, there's like tons of shit that need them. So that's like a full set bonus. Let's charge attack stamina up. And it's great. I told you we got the which is wonderful. So, if I'm going to Golransburg, I should
So how many effing shrines are you beating? Not enough.
108 or something. 100 and something.
If only there were a way to find out.
So there is, and I'm sure there's a way in the menu, but if like warping, it always tells you those things. 108 shrines, so what is that? 12 left.
You need a lot more poop.
Especially like I feel it's, I don't use shields that much. Usually when I do, it's against the Guardians, which blow it up with one hit. At some point I got to go get that wonderful Hylian shield. Is everyone in chat still dead? Okay. This is the fat Goron man, fat muffin Goron man, Yumbo, Unibo, Unibrow. Let's get across that fucking bridge, you jackass. I did the cannon shit with them.
So yes, Ratmus apparently did the canon shit, which I told him to do because this part is horrible. This is fucking horrible. I saw Song do this, it took her like a fucking hour, it was awful. It's like the Scrapper escort mission, only worse.
So I gotta protect his fat ass?
No. Like, I don't think anything bad will happen to him like Scrapper, it's just like, I don't know what'll happen, but like, well, you'll see. You have to like kill these sentries by using magnetic rocks or whatever means that you can possibly do, and it's just like 40,000 times longer and more difficult than it ever should have been.
Like my life. Just hide under here. Some more rocks guys can't jump. Don't screw with him. I was gonna put a bomb in there for you, son. Jump back, Jack. What the fuck did you do that for? Alright, Sadie, lay down. Is the beast sinful, is my question. Come on! Of course it's hot, it's fire. There's some ancient cores, damn it. Blizzard really wanted to get captured. Blue light skin door. The Genesis, you can have it. Dipshit in the hole. It's robo nuts. Nice to get those lizards. I think I need the fucking butterflies.
Good, Yoshi. I'm okay.
How you doing? I didn't get caught by these. You hit like a bitch. Been a little bit of a frustrating day, but things are okay. At least now. We're all ready for the weekend. Especially Sadie.
Whoa, hey, Nux.
Whoa, unlocking Nux.
What is up? Are we gonna say that again? Whoa, hey, Nux.
How you doing?
I think you missed Wheel of Fortune the other day. Sorry about that. You know, you watching that ad probably gave me 5 cents, so that's wonderful. Maybe less than 5 cents.
Still wonderful though.
Still wonderful. Spent the last 3 days at your mom's house. I've got an annoying pain in my tooth. Other than that, I'm fine.
Is he afraid of the height? Hundreds of these, so I don't want to piss them away.
Ouch.
Just dumb.
That guy's name is Yumbo. Oh God.
Simbo, he's moving horse.
Alright, so what's going on here? You made the rice, right?
Yeah,
It's not burning, right?
no, it shouldn't be. wisdom teeth stuff is not fun. Get in there, you fat yumbo bitch.
Well, there's 4 divine beasts that are kind of like this game's dungeons. And we've done one already, and this is the second one that I guess we're doing, and
Yes.
getting a lot faster than Song did. I wasn't really watching what you were doing.
I had a few of the ancient arrows that I used. One hit, like, on those sentinels, killed them. I should get 4 of them.
Why wasn't Song doing that?
I don't know.
That was so cool! You really put a licking on that thing, Link. It's time to finish the job. This is our big chance.
Sorry, because you can't burn that Yumbo because he's got Darunia's protection.
That's why the Yumbo won't light on fire.
Yes. So I need to put out the fire.
Is that even possible?
I'll piss it out.
Is that even possible?
The answer is no.
But you're gonna try anyways.
Yes.
So Nux, have you ever had the Popeyes spicy chicken sandwich? Have you ever gotten a knife fight to the death on Black Friday to get one?
Because it's worth it.
It's worth it.
Hey, little guy. Long time no see. I always knew you'd come back. You know,
I know. Now I'm going to haunt you.
You know, I've never stopped loving you.
You're here to take control of old Britannia back from Ganon, eh?
Back from old Ganon.
You're gonna need a map that shows the guts of this place.
You're gonna need a map, but you see, maps aren't on paper anymore because of millennials and tablets, so first you gotta ask Siri to download the SNL app on your iPhone or Android device. Oh shit, your Sheikah tablet needs an update, so we gotta sit here for like 10 minutes. Why is it not connecting to the Wi-Fi? Oh shit.
Now it's just buffering. What does that even mean?
What do you mean my password's wrong? God, now I gotta call tech support.
It's freaking dark in here.
What do you mean the data doesn't roll over?
Son of a bitch. It just takes, throw some wood around here after I light it on fire.
Why not just throw some wood at it? At the problem.
Guess I can light some torches. So did I light the light? Put some wood on it first, clearly. Is the entrance right?
Where's Lizard anyways to, watch us do the Lizard Beast? Kids these days don't know how to use an Etch-a-Sketch. That's what I used to have to play with in doctor's offices when I was, 6 years old.
No damn tablets.
I read Highlights magazine with Goofus. Goofus, that's his name, right?
Goober.
think I know what you're talking about, and I've seen it in a meme. Let me Google doctor's office weird wire thing and see if it comes up to what we're talking about. Yeah, wow, it actually did come up. Let me see. Well, okay, that's a weird link, but is this what you were talking about? Because this is what I was thinking of.
Oh, maybe I need the blue fire.
There's blue fire now?
Yes.
Yep. Wait, can you get that on Amazon? Let me see. Available from third-party sellers on Amazon for over $100.
Just go to my doctor and steal it.
Just go to where your girlfriend works and it's got, water damage and they want to get rid of it.
I killed it with blue fire, not even trying.
Ratmus's girlfriend works in a dentist's office, and apparently over the weekend when no one was there, like some valve on some water machine broke and freaking flooded the office and destroyed a bunch of cabinets and a 3D printer and a whole bunch of shit. Because, water is a vindictive mistress that knows no bounds for its hatred for humans.
Or sluttiness.
And how it's pissed that we enslaved it to work water wheels back in the,
Back in the day.
Back thousands of years ago.
Back in the 1930s.
Thousands of years ago in the 1930s, when we used to rely on water wheels. Whoa, hey song.
Hi, how you doing?
You're on break, right?
I did that going up there way faster than you wanted to.
Have you found anything in here?
Just a bunch of bullshit. I got the torch.
Have you scanned the maps?
I haven't found a location to do that.
Okay, so you need to initially scan the map still, which should be behind the barred door that it showed you or something. But yeah, I know you had trouble with getting up here with those damn sentries. There it is. Ratmus apparently spammed them with ancient arrows, right?
I had a bunch of ancient arrows, which I used all of, and then I used 3 shock arrows.
Yeah, this is the Divine Beast Lizard.
Where's the lights?
Oh, there's a shrine that you'll have to do in the dark also.
Fucking lovely. It's one of the 12 I haven't done. Is it up here or something, or somewhere else?
I don't know. Ooh, yeah, this one's a smaller one, I guess.
I noticed when you played, you had thousands of rubies. I got 6,000 or something. It's
because you gotta do what she said about how to farm monies.
Well, I
cook some type of meats and sell them to somebody.
I've been doing that, but recently I bought that house. I got 7,000. And
wait, where'd you buy a house? In a village?
Yeah, the Huntento or Hunito.
Wasn't there somebody in that village song that did something important? Or I think there's somebody in that village who sells rare armor that you can get other places. But then I think there might be you don't need to deal with him, I don't think. But there might be some other person who would give you money for something. I don't remember.
Gotta get some blue fire in there, clearly. Is there a... Okay, I don't think I've gone out this way. Make the lizard, do something like the...
Make the lizard work for you. I
got this wonderful armor. I maxed that today.
It looks like he has a mustache in that. Oh, Elephant Man.
So I should totally wear that.
It'll piss off the lizard.
Because it gives a swim bonus. Oh, that just looks stupid. That's. Good, I need those. Okay. There's something I need to do something to you sexually, or okay, so I got that. I'm guessing I can close the top and be in absolute darkness. Listen to things produced by Mr. Trevor Horn. Do I make him burn that? Yeah, that's what I want to do.
There are 4 terminals remaining. That's the way.
Oh, I like it.
How many dusty bookcases are there?
4 on the right over there. Whoa, what the fuck? Can I get an ancient core? What's this?
What happens when you drink apple cider vinegar every day? Why would anyone bother to ask such a question?
Yes. You piss yourself. I think that's part of. My girlfriend got me this like special kind of honey when she went on her one trip, and it's got like a little recipe on there where you put like 3 tablespoons of like honey.
3 tablespoons of water and 1 of honey?
Yes, like like half a cup of this and like some apple cider vinegar and like heat it up in the microwave, and it makes like a like a sweet honey like drink. Okay.
Yeah. Wait, what about in the bathroom?
Oops.
Well, I'm sure you guys, are totally interested, but the Illinois primary is not till March 17th, but Ratmus and I already voted today because early voting.
Already everybody that's on the ballot is out of the race.
Yes. And you can say, oh, it doesn't fucking matter because except for president, literally everyone on there was not even running against anyone.
Yeah. Doesn't look like it's active.
Hmm. Well, I could go into more detail and discuss it, but I can't because my rule is no politics in the chat. So I just mentioned that, and well, I could mention how my dad had severe problems, like telling the person his name and address, and they couldn't find him because he kept saying his name incorrectly and his address incorrectly. It's like, what the hell? You don't even know your damn address. That's why it took so long. Meanwhile, Ratmus and Sadie were already hanging out in the car.
We're already chilling.
Sadie already voted.
There's gotta be something cool up here.
We also went to the post office to mail some packages, spoilers, and apparently dropped some food off at the library for a food drive. So we're just doing all sorts of shit.
Just helping all the people.
We're helping everybody, except for the people who needed help.
The most, yes. Oh shit.
I remember this, I think. I'm not really paying attention, but
Of course you're not. Where'd that
because
fucker come from?
Ratmus can handle this. Yeah, I mean, yes, they are. Except apparently, technically, Tulsi Gabbard is still running, and no one knows why. And
I
then,
just forgot.
and then the other thing is even though that's true, on the ballot that we got, there was 20 people on there. Even the people who say they're no longer running, but even some of them still have delegates, and it's oh, something could still happen at the convention. It's I don't know. Yeah, who? Yeah, exactly. Look it up. This is the Wikipedia that I've been looking at periodically just to see what's going on, and
There are 3 terminals remaining.
there are 3 dusty bookcases right over there.
Right, Sadie?
She's from American Samoa, so she's got to win.
So she could do the Humpty Hump.
Did she even win American Samoa? Doesn't anyone even care who won American Samoa? Does anyone even care that American Samoa exists?
No.
Does anyone know that American Samoa exists? Can I just repeatedly say American Samoa a few times?
Yes, you can. I probably need the dirty blue fighter for this shit.
Apparently this Tulsi Gabbard is from American Samoa, and she didn't even win American Samoa. Michael Bloomberg did. Hey, sir, can I have Samoa?
Yes.
Frickin' Jamoke.
Goddamn.
Although American Samoa will not participate in the November 3rd, 2020 U.S. presidential election because it is a territory, not a state, it still participated in the U.S. presidential caucuses and primaries. And it's the way it words that, it sounds like it just did it of its own volition. There's literally no law that says it can do that, but it's I'm gonna do it anyways. Let's see, what other weird territories are there? The Northern Mariana Islands.
Northern Mario Lopez Islands.
Guam has a primary.
Damn Guamies.
Kick their ass, you know.
Chris is our old partner,
So yeah, apparently in a couple of places, territories, you know, like Guam, they can have a primary. They can send a couple of delegates. You know, do they matter? Probably not. But then they can't vote in the election. But it says that, like, just for the hell of it, on Guam, they conduct a straw poll every presidential election for the hell of it.
For the lulz.
Literally for the lulz.
You like that Guamies, the lulz?
How many people are in Guam?
Too many.
Okay, let's see. In 2010, there were about 159,000 people.
Beast hit the shit.
And don't forget the Virgin Islands. The United States Virgin Islands, of course.
Virgin Mary.
See, I like geography. If you give me a blank map of the United States, I can name every state, unlike, you know, anyone on Jimmy Kimmel. Right?
Including Jimmy Kimmel.
Especially him. Unlike anyone you see on YouTube videos of people not being able to name stuff. I'm not very good at, you know, naming countries of the world, but I can name some. I know where the fucking United States is. I know where North Korea is.
I'll do this when I get to this. Ooh.
Well, I guess you might say, luckily, when I applied for that a few years ago, whenever that went into effect, I was able to get on a Medicaid plan thing. It's hard as hell to find doctors who accept it. And, you know, it's annoying dealing with problems, but I was able to get on it and I was able to get health care. Ratmus, do you need help?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Go for it. But you mentioned also the dentist and glasses. Every time I go to the dentist, and I have to go 4 times a year, I have to pay that out of pocket. And when my glasses broke, anytime I want new glasses, had to pay that out of pocket. Just talking about like doctors for, you know, emergency room, a doctor for, you know, my back pains.
I did. I thought I needed a blue fire arrow because you talking about this one? So a way to like. Okay, so you can do that. I love how the tutorial taught me that. Oh wait, it didn't.
Sure, blame the lack of a tutorial. Wow, usually X-rays, they charge you up the ass for that.
Just one.
Asps, very dangerous.
Every arrow's a fire arrow on Death Mountain.
Yeah, but if I light some wood on fire with, blue fire, it's just regular fire.
Hmm. Are you in Illinois, Nux? I forgot.
Thank you, Alex. I think I showed you all the armor I had, right? I'll put that on.
Are you going to vote on the 17th, or do you have early voting available? Is Normal the city that's near Bloomington? It's like Bloomington Normal. Because I think when I visited the barbecue that one time, I stopped in like Bloomington for A&W, I think.
Yeah, this has, wearing this lets me see, health this shit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I stopped in Bloomington at an A&W when I was coming back from visiting DK and Steffi.
Eyeballs of that thing.
Song says you just have to work on getting at the top with falling right or something.
There's the eyeball. Is that the thing there? Or is it somewhere else?
You're trying to aim for the red dot, right?
Yeah. This better be worth it.
It's not. They're pretty much joined at the hip.
Doug Phillips and Tony Newman.
Yes. It's on a back ridge. I went to college in Western Illinois, and we were somewhat near the Quad Cities of Iowa. Like, I think we got some TV channels from there. So, that they think they're better because they got 4 cities, right? They're not twin cities, they're quad cities, so they think they're better than you. Song says no.
The wonderful map says it's right effing here.
It might be above you. She said you needed to stay up. Although I don't see anything above you.
This might be it.
Yeah, I think there were some TV channels from there. I'd prefer not to say, where Ratmus and I live. Obviously, we live in the suburbs of Chicago somewhere. I'd also prefer not to say where I went to college, but it was I know that area. Like I said, it was the TV channels more than anything. Like I remember just from watching TV, you know, hearing about cities like Moline, Rock Island, the Quad Cities.
Bear City.
What were some of the other cities? I used to take the train around there. Yeah, like what are the Quad Cities? There's a Riverdale over there.
Stay out of it, though.
Of course, you should stay out of Riverdale. I remember Kiwani, Davenport, Moline, Rock Island, Bettendorf.
Ganondorf. Unleash the arse.
As long as it's some. Did you find it? That's weird. Ow. There's also Peoria. Did Ratmus, you had a friend that went to college in Peoria, is that right?
Actually, he was telling me a story about this guy that he went to.
Well, oh, here's the boss.
He went to college at Bradley, and I don't care about saying that. But like, someone that went there was like from a very rich family, and was just kind of like a creepy, like kind of a creep, and like also didn't care about money. Like he bought a $1,200 like Nordic Trek, and then 2 weeks later said like he didn't care for it and like sold it for $100. Like he was from a wealthy family, didn't care about money. Well, like my friend showed me this thing. I guess he was on LinkedIn and was saying how like his like family, like 12 members of his family, like died suspiciously or something, and you know, like it was a tragedy for him. But like it just seems suspicious. Like he could have killed them all or something.
He killed 12 people in his family just to get that sweet Norditrack money?
No, this is years later from that. But,
I'm okay, except for my tooth hurting. Alright, song has to be RV, so beat this boss. Yes. So here's Bloomington, like in the middle, and then then there's south of that is Springfield, and then south of Springfield, that's where DK and Steppy live.
He's representing it.
That flaming ball is dangerous.
Don't call it anything offensive, though. But yeah, I made some poultry curry over here.
Did you say Chipotle curry?
Yes, good old Chipotle curry.
Oh yeah, then south of Bloomington there's Decatur, and there's Champaign, like you said. Then over here you got Kankakee and Joliet.
Okay, clearly I need to wear fire protection.
Don't forget Danville, of course.
Everyone forgot Danville.
Chicago Heights. I'm just naming off Illinois cities now. You got Schaumburg.
Off to the dust cloud.
Okay, now there's something you're supposed to do here, and it's not clear. Is this where you're supposed to use bombs on him because he's like, he thinks he's King Dodongo?
He does look like a D-bag. Okay.
Just name every city in Illinois. Burton's Bridge, Island Lake, Holiday Hills. East St. Louis and West Chicago. There's a North Chicago. Wow, you beat him that easily.
I'm still, under level from where I should be.
When Ratmus and I were in Boy Scouts, one time we went camping in a town called Zion, where there's a nuclear power plant, right?
Yes. You save, my Goron grandpa. It's like, spoilers, I'm dead, brother. But I am Hulk Hogan.
Yep.
And I think his bonus is you get heat resistance or something.
Ooh, I see Deer Park. I think Nux mentioned that.
Whoa.
Lake Zurich. Our dad used to work there many years ago. Mendota? I think that was on the
Mendoza?
train line, unless I'm thinking of Mendoza.
Mendoza. You made progress, everybody.
There's a Quincy
Adams.
in Illinois, and then I think there's a West Quincy, but it's in Missouri.
Oh yeah, because my friend had to do work in Quincy, where because it's in Illinois, he has to drive there.
I owe you big for this. Because of you.
There's a Detroit, Illinois.
Thank you enough.
It's there's also
I
Hollywood,
feel
Florida.
like I should apologize. I was doing all I could to protect Highwood.
Illinois Sans.
Sorry
That would be if you pronounced it Illinois.
People are people are idiots. It's
Which stupid people do, like Jay from Jay and Sound Bob.
That means that our century-old
Quincy, you know where the Great Flood of '96 was? My basement. There's a town called Nutwood in Jerseyville.
In Jersey.
Once you made your way into Hyrule Castle, we're gonna light that thing up.
We're gonna be lit AF.
We're gonna light that baby up.
It's a special power of mine called Daruk's Protection. It's no good to me now that I'm a spirit. But
I'll take it from that Yumbo guy. Let him burn in hell.
I think I must have read about that outhouse in a book called Strange or Weird Illinois. They pretty much have those books for every state. Talk about weird shit like that.
It's the quick India Brothers, clearly.
There's a Mount Vernon, Illinois. There's a Santa Claus, Illinois.
Whoa.
There's a Metropolis, Illinois, which Ratmus has been to.
Superman's also been to.
How much effing kryptonite did you get there?
They're just giving it out to you, but people are dumping them in lakes.
Of my soul now lives inside you.
Wait, am I looking in the wrong? I may have scrolled too far to the east.
Good luck.
Yeah, there is a Santa Claus in Indiana. I don't think there's one in Illinois.
Okay, maybe I scrolled too far east and went over to Indiana
Cobra
there.
has seen Santa Claus.
Has he seen a dragon? I visited Mount Vernon, the real one in Virginia.
Whoa.
Not recently, though. Recently, I was in Monticello, Virginia. That song.
Put out the fire.
It's a sunny 62 degrees in Nipper Corner, Illinois.
It's a little nippy there. They climbed the mountain, the way to and from school.
I'll go see if the mountain is glowing.
Last night it was in the game. That's what I was playing last night.
The good old mountains of Illinois.
That ought to do it. We're set here. Now we just gotta wait for the perfect shot.
We're gonna radiate Ganon right in his balls.
Johnny will unleash an epic blast.
Epic blast?
I was just going to say that.
Hyrule looks pretty good from up here, even after 100 years.
Someone took a shit over there.
Well, Galena is in the way northwest.
I Wonder how the Gorons fared after the Great Calamity.
Yeah, like Glen Ellen is where Zach Bacon grew up.
Who the hell is Zach Bacon?
Stupid ghost inventor guy. Hey, Jolly.
I thought it was Kevin Bacon's brother. Hey, Jolly, how's it going?
Still going strong indeed. Ah.
Go run power.
Remember that time we got lost in Naperville?
Lost your heart there, I'll just say.
No.
I just asked Dan. And I accidentally rotated again and killed a lot of people.
Nux, have you ever seen the Angry Video Game Nerd, the movie? Because Ratmus and I saw it, when it came out for a limited release in theaters, and wasn't the Nostalgia Critic the guy who showed up for that?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was in the area, and James Rolfe couldn't be bothered to come to Chicago. He had Doug Walker show up in place of him to introduce the movie.
All right. Where was that?
No, we can't, Jolly, because Ratmus and I haven't done that one yet, and that's the only one I haven't seen yet, so that would be spoilers, right? If you're talking about the Gerudo Beast.
Gerudo Beatdown.
Now you're going to go and do the Rito one next, right?
I can, but I was going to check and see if... I don't
The
know.
mountain?
Yeah. That divine beast doing bird imitations.
That's all he does. Nope, this is
this tower.
Basically, Ratmus is playing this game. I've played very little of it, and this is our first playthrough. I watched Song play a little of this game, but I watched her do the 3 divine beasts that were not the Gerudo one. So, as I said, we haven't seen the Gerudo one. In this game, we've obviously done the elephant and the lizard. We're going to do the Rito one next and save the Gerudo one for last, since that's
sexy.
Now, Ratmus, what's going on next week?
Next week, I'd have to come on a different day because I got something else going on Thursday.
What are we going to do about Survivor?
I don't know.
Doesn't your person care about, Survivor?
No. Yeah. I look like a fool.
Well, what day are you coming?
I have to say that right now.
You have to say it out loud right now in front of everyone.
Wednesday, if not then Monday. I don't see anything really glowing. Is that the right one? Or is
Satori Mountain. It's not glowing songs. I think you can do them in any order. Because I saw Song do them in a different order. Song did the Rito one, then the Goron one, and we did the Goron one, and now the Rito one next. I guess we could do the Gerudo one, but
yeah. Let me try something for a little bit.
But I'd rather do that next week. So anyway, next week's RockMan and Ratmus might be Wednesday for you guys.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to do it when, I saw it glowing the other day. That doesn't look like it is. I want to wait here a bit because, I did this on the dueling mountains, but supposedly this is the easiest way to get the star fragments is to make it morning, then make it night, and then be looking where there's very little water. So I'm gonna just wait here for a little bit to see if that happens.
That'd be nice.
There's that. It's DLC. There's like 12. What do you call it? Shrines left. The frickin' dragons are very hard to like shoot. You have to shoot, their claws or their horns to upgrade stuff. Yes. It's fucking lit AF. That's what I call, Wax and Gibbous.
What the hell happened here?
Yes. I'll wait till like 1 or 2 a.m. just to see if it actually happens here or what. The idiot that told me about this said that, it helps reset the game properly.
What idiot? I thought Song told you about this.
Like the one that I watched like the video of just to see it happening.
Whoa.
And after this, I should go start the bird imitations.
Yes. Wait, August 2019. Hey Fish, thanks for the host.
How you doing, Fish? Because like I can hit some, it's just a pain in the ass to try to hit the right spots. But I have gotten those 3 shrines done.
Yes, bombard Fish with questions about everything.
I see. It's raining.
Oh God.
I should also try to get the Hyrule Shield sometime off stream, right?
Sometime on stream.
It's Christmas, everybody. Where is me Vicky booty? Got my fire sword.
So yeah, Fish, as you can see from Ratmus using that Darunia shield, we just beat the lizard beast.
Go to the Wagyu beef shrine. A lot of times I'm using like great swords, so I don't block much. I haven't done that, horse quest.
Who cares about a horse quest, okay?
Yeah.
What the f...
Yeah, I wonder that too. I made sure to check it out, and I'm like, yeah, I guess you can warp. First one I didn't.
So we were talking about the Quad Cities earlier, and I looked up the Quad Cities on YouTube, and it says that the Quad Cities is a region of 5 cities.
Because the Quint Cities, what? One of them sucks so much it doesn't count. Burning things. Oh, good girl. Maybe like speak to someone to get this going, or
Okay, bye, Sean.
thank you for being here.
Of course you need to speak to someone.
This bozo. You can break your shit. Do the oath to elder. What do you want? Want some sick? Birds Dad's a cell phone. Oh, I'll give him a hoot, read a book. That's not right. Thought you were dead.
There's Quad City style pizza now.
Whoa.
It's just a pizza that you cut into 4 slices, or maybe 5 slices.
Yes.
But you only say that there's 4, but there's 5.
Yes. It's got, it's one pizza, but each, part has a different style, like deep dish to, thin crust to, Detroit.
Because that's totally possible.
Yes.
Last night there was a pizza guy's grocery games, and in the first round somebody made Detroit pizza, and then he immediately got sent home because it sucked.
Yeah, this guy was just like, get the fuck out of here.
It's because apparently he didn't slice the pepperoni thin enough. Okay.
Is there some like weird bonus you get for the sleeping here in a special way or something?
You'll probably get robbed.
Well, what? She'll eat her own tail feathers. Alright, let's do that for the fun of it. No audio. Oh god, I've been robbed.
Wild dog.
He's from there. He's from the Quint Cities. Whoa. How hollow are your bones? Is this guy Tyson, but with an F? I'm guessing that's someone up or down or. Sugar cane.
It seems like Wild Dog in the comics is very different from Wild Dog on Arrow, and that one's obviously from Star City, but in the comics this other guy, and by the name he has a different name, was from the Quad Cities. Which is weird because like in most DC comics they just make up weird cities names instead of having them be from an actual real city. Of course, maybe in the DC universe, the Quad Cities are some other 4 cities or 5 cities or who even knows.
Maybe there are actually 4 cities.
Maybe there's actually 2 cities or 6 cities. I don't know.
I also got this. Great.
thank you. Go and talk to him, and he's like, well, you're obviously a dorky, piece of shit. I don't need your help, but, whatever, you'll probably die. And then, like, you freaking do awesomely, and he fucks up. And he's like, holy shit.
Do I get a Crimson Loftwing?
The answer is no, you won't.
I got, I think I unlocked 2 memories just by going to places.
I'm sure you did.
This champion's totally Charizard because they're both dead, right?
And birds.
Damn right.
Impressive, I know. Very few can achieve a mastery of the sky. Yet I have made an art of creating.
I have gotten high several times today.
This guy's an egotistical SOB, and for some reason, Song loves him.
I just said, for some reason, he's not related to Falco.
He's
basically the Falco of this game, yes.
Back off, Link.
My ability to explore the firmament is certainly of note. But let's not
government bridge, is that like government cheese?
I am the most skilled archer of all the retail.
I need to get his head out of his ass so Shaq can put it there.
Despite these truths, it seems that I've been tapped to merely assist you. All because you happen to have that little darkness-sealing sword on your back. I mean, it's just asinine.
That's a swear word, isn't it?
You think you can prove me wrong? Maybe we should just settle this one-on-one. But where? Oh,
I know one of us has hollow bones, so...
Why does 2 men in a truck moving company deserve a Wikipedia article?
Yes.
You must pardon me. I forgot you have no way of making it up to that divine beast on your own.
I could just updraft stuff.
Unsealing the darkness.
Here's some truckers' popular culture music. Like Convoy?
Great big Convoy.
It's a 1975 novelty song.
What back in 1975 wasn't a novelty?
Bell bottoms.
You just have to watch me fade away. Carl Johnson, oh shit, it's cold. Unfreezable. So.
Yeah.
Since the Reba of this world.
I'm reading about this song and I'm learning about trucker culture that I never knew.
You should probably go.
You never knew what 10-4 good buddy meant.
I never knew until now. No, like I know of the movies like Smokey and the Bandit. I've never seen any of them. I only know the reference from Bill and Ted.
Smokey is the bandit.
So why do they call the state police Smokey?
Because they're fat.
Apparently it's because Smokey the Bear and wears a hat of like a forest ranger, and the state police wear the same type of hats as forest rangers. So it's calling him literally after Smokey the Bear. I never knew that. Like I said, I don't know anything about trucking. This is all in the 70s, so...
Let's throw this together. This hasty carrot cake that I just hastily made. Or look. as fuck. Get this straight. Some dirty effing Hylian. Link, link, link. There's a son of a bitch. Serious?
Just say this is like, doing that spin dash with the loft wings, only way easier.
Yes.
That's it. Perfect.
Oh yeah, I remember a parody song called Car Phone, which appeared on a Dr.
Yeah.
Demento.
Carvon. Come on back. I was being pranked like that time that Goddess gave Ganon that Triforce.
There's a Christmas version called Christmas Convoy, which is, who sold out more, that or the song December.
Yes, they both equally sold out. The Falco bow. Precious commodity. I'm guessing the weather is like freezing up here, so it's good to just wear my, cold armor. Spread your cloth.
Here we go.
Here we go. So that's already equipped. That's good. Can't save right now. Only give it one crunch, clearly.
That's it. We're in line. We're in line.
just get really close to him because otherwise it's wasting him.
It's targeting us. One more.
There's one more to go.
Be careful.
I don't give a shit.
I'm high. We did it.
Sweet crap. So what's the lovely gimmick here?
Well done,
Same
Link.
gimmick as always.
That thing is history.
Ancient history. Shit, the heroin's kicking in.
Bad news, Link. Looks like I got hit pretty good back there. I think I need to get back to the flight range. I just hope that I can make it back. You head down the middle. Good luck.
Got a potion you can use. Just eat
So
some
you.
apples. Just give him the middle finger. Look at these graphics. Took you 100 years to get up here, you jackass.
Well, now, I've seen that face before. I had a feeling you would show up eventually. But you're here to wrest control of Meadow away from Ganon, correct? If so, then the first thing you'll want to do is find yourself a map. That guidance stone has the information for the layout of this device.
Okay, I'll make it there. Okay, I thought that would not happen like that. Oh, there's that. Up. Just say funky cold one's definitely easier. Here is the map.
You'll need to look closely at your map of the Divine Beast. The terminals that will activate Meadow are marked by those glowing points. You'll need to act. Think you're up to it.
Are you up to it? Small. That's the way to do it. Yes, backseating is just fine. I'm dead. Check out.
Whoa, hey, Mimi.
Mimi, how you doing? Interesting.
Ouch.
Interesting thing. Sorry.
Oh, I need to tell Song something.
That's not good. What was the subject, if you don't mind sharing?
Piece of crap. History. Oh, that sucks.
There are 4 terminals remaining. Still,
You still suck. That's okay.
Ratmus, you need to cheer up, or Mimi.
Okay, Sadie's being cute. I don't know.
We don't have a Sadie cam like the barbecue can just show Mr. P. She's just laying there anyways.
So she heard you talking about her.
She didn't hear nothing, okay?
She can eat all the foods.
She cares about his food.
Flatten this bitch out.
So what should I look up about American Samoa next?
Only how that was intended to be done, by the way. All the cute puppies. Stupid Falco bowl. Yamadeus. Making progress, everybody.
there are 3 terminals remaining.
Good for the Droxen. Sorry, I'm being quiet. I'm just trying to figure out these puzzle things. Puzzle pieces. Read something a cheeseburger.
Of course I am.
This can still work here. Two.
There are two terminals.
Take this as a souvenir. Shit. Just stop rolling around.
one terminal room.
This guy's a condescending prick. It's like, wow, Link, you're not as stupid as you seem.
So how's the playthrough, Ratmus?
It's going wonderfully.
Swimmingly.
In fact, I did that one.
He did the lizard beast earlier. Now we're doing this beast. You're up to what, 108 shrines totally off stream. But apparently the next week's RockMan and Ratmus stream will have to be Wednesday, because Ratmus is a goofus.
I'm Gallant, and you know it.
I don't think so. I think I'm gallant in this scenario.
It's crazy how it can just change like that. Oh, maybe I needed that magnetic pulse. Oh, what did it? Yeah, it's going well.
That was the last terminal. I
Oh,
want you to
using
take
the
it
other
through with the
Goron
path
thing.
to it.
He said fap it.
Sure he did.
He said fap to my loo.
$108.
Does that take me all the way up? Okay, it does. One pieces.
Oh shit.
What kind of gimmick will the boss have? That's my bird. With an a-hole. But how much can you bench?
Good luck. That thing is one of Ganon's own, and it plays dirty. He defeated me 100 years ago, but only because I was winging it.
Get it?
I can't believe I'm actually saying this. But you must avenge me, Link.
Avenge me.
Can't believe I have to ask a horrible,
His name is
stupid
Goron.
Hylian.
Watch yourself. Watch your blind spot.
Let me guess, this is a Canadian headline. Zamboni driver subs in as emergency goalie and helps win game. That's every Canadian's dream, right?
See if I can use.
You have the controls down ramped, it's unlike me. Or an even better dream would be, you know, if you were a Zamboni driver and you had to sub in as the fourth player on a curling team and you won.
So if you're a Zamboni as a Zamboni driver.
If you were Zamboni the Zamboni driver, then you'd be awesome.
Went down like a bitch.
It's just that easy, kids.
All I did was board imitations.
Yes. You're going to do 10 more shrines, right?
He's pissed. Looks did it just like that, right?
Yes.
Just stick it in your Genesis. Where is the creator? I guess there's like some helmet you can get that like makes you thunderproof, but I have like
Well, I'll be
the
blunt.
rubber set upgraded a few times.
Who would have thought?
I did.
What about that guy who took a llama to his sister's wedding that's all over the fucking internet?
Well done.
Whoa.
I suppose I should thank you now that my spirit is free. This returns Meadow back to its rightful owner. Don't preen yourself just for doing your job. I
Well, you do when
suppose
you do your
prove your
job.
value as a
You
warrior.
got killed doing it.
A warrior worthy of my unique ability, the sacred skill that I have dubbed Rivali's Gale.
The air charger gravity, right?
It's a Shine Clark.
It's now time to move on and start making preparations for Meadow's strike on Ganon. But only if you think you'll still need my help while you're fighting inside Hyrule Castle. Feel free to thank me now. Or, never mind, just go.
Just let it go or something.
Your job is far from finished, you know. The princess. She's been waiting.
She's gonna be like 100-something years old. Four beasts. We're gonna form Voltron or something. Rito are gonna get drunk on it.
Meadow's sights are now set. You'll have a precise bead on Ganon from this vantage point. And when the time is right, give him everything you've got.
All your money.
Now we wait for that perfect moment. Meadow, we've been artfully patient for the last 100 years. I doubt you'll suffer a feather over a few more moments. After all these years, I simply must admit the truth. Even without the power of flight, Link made his way to this divine beast and accomplished something that even I could not. Guess I was wrong about how lucky he would be. I hope that luck holds out, Link, for everyone's sake.
So all he needed to do was not be a dick. But he's still dead. Just frickin' drop there. Whoa. It's pretty neat. I tell the owl hoot hoot and shit. Smoke some from my stash. Ooh. What are you doing, son? More of those lovely arrows. Everyone's gonna get blown.
Why were you forced to play hot cross buttocks?
I wasn't. I decided to play the saxophone.
I'm gonna say I wasn't forced to. I did it of my own volition.
I'm sick. Like Toon said, I'm glutton for punishment. They eat Big Macs and play Ikaruga on hard at the same time.
That's why you're a glutton for punishment. Those two things.
Yes.
Do you have any proof that you did either of those things at the same time?
Do you have any proof that I didn't? Save.
So now what?
It's a good question. Some dragons.
What does Ramimi want you to do?
Beat the whole effing game.
No, we're not fighting Ganon.
Yanny. That's great power. See, see, I can look into like what other shrines I need to unlock. I know one thing. I think there's a quest for getting all the Kukos. I've only got like, 90 or something. What does it say here? 92. I think there's like a shrine quest that I need to do some stuff to before I can unlock that quest. And I think one of those things is getting all the Kukos.
Wait, what?
I need to find all the damn chickens. A homeowner. Something faster too.
Cool. Oh.
They're all dead. There's no way to get up here, right? Oh.
I don't know.
Like, I really wish you'd have you started out like just like a basic sword that wouldn't break.
Mm,
Like I think that would be important.
I can't handle the controls, first of all.
Not Skyward Sword.
I'm okay with like the story and stuff, but it's like, it's still basically Skyrim.
I like Skyrim. I mean, like for me, it's been fun. The damn chicken.
This is just like that time, cousin Skippy threw you out of his weed garden.
Okay, apparently you need to.
You need to kill that woman first.
Yes.
Holy shit. I mean, it's the only option, right?
It's clearly the only option is for slope her in the fucking plum trees.
Won't let you in there to get the fucking chicken. You know, you have no other recourse.
I really not want to blow her up, but just to like wait for night. She wanted me to kill her.
I mean, she chose this path.
So I wasn't gonna do this, but because she was a bitch. Boy, scared an egg out of it, now I can make an omelet.
If you want to make an omelet, you have to break a few of them.
Did resetting the thing to night screw up the ones they did?
What does this get you?
I'm not sure, but I think I read somewhere that like I need to do some Kapariku quests in order to unlock a shrine.
Oh God.
Just look at this. The Lanka Roki Shrine.
Rocky Brody. Here's a great topic. Turkey sandwich left out for 9 hours, zipped in a Ziploc bag. Safe to eat?
Let's see.
They were like, it's fine, eat it. Now he's sick. Fucking idiot.
Now he's dead.
Now he's dead.
Got lonely.
He's not lonely.
It's just Getty. Left. This sword is great for breaking shit because then it comes back to life. Sadly, I can't have Rocky Road. It's a big town, so it won't be that far out. Yeah, to the Rocky Park, nuts and almonds and all that fun shit.
What's in Rocky Road?
Let's see, nuts.
Almonds.
Nuts, peanuts, pineapples, pineapples. There it is.
Rivali's Gale is now ready.
So you know, I could just be like falling asleep and then hear that and be like, oh shit.
Rocky Road ice cream is a chocolate-flavored ice cream. Though there are variations from the original flavor, it is traditionally composed of chocolate ice cream, nuts, and whole or diced marshmallows.
Oh, oh.
I do it.
Oh.
You know, like I've always heard of Rocky Road. I don't think I've ever actually had it. Cause like, I mean, I'm fine with nuts in my ice cream. I don't like marshmallows very much at all. Reminds me of that time we went to the museum with Song and I got I got cookies and cream ice cream at the ice cream place.
Let's see. I go, I can talk to them. Pair flies away, side quest. It has to be real. Still.
That was dumb.
Find the Lamisil lady.
I like cookies and cream and I like strawberry.
The guy's just chilling like Bob Dylan at Dylan. Happens when you don't lock your doors, right?
What happens when you don't lock up your kids?
I don't give a shit. Is there a picture of her damn house? Picture. It's a torch and what? Here we go. Christ. We're making money. Alright, now we can do the quest to get the damn shrine. We'll take it back, right? But who cares? Spend the day with Haya. She's the other woman, according to this.
Look at these mofos.
Yes. What's been doing these days?
Prospecting.
This is awful. Oh yeah, still. Just clearly being stalked. You're okay. Spoiler, there's a really tough fight involved with this. I'm watching that guy there. Stealth mode. Oh. I'm just tying my shoe.
Song says you gotta be sneaky when following the guy.
That's why I'm in my stealth outfit, so it's safe too. Oh. It says to, let him cross the bridge first. Because no one else can see me doing this.
So is this guy section 31 all the way?
Sure, why not?
Exactly. Just make up who is in Section 31.
Oh. The person who like wrote the guy I was following was like, why did what is all that stuff I had to do previously have to do with this? I don't know. It's okay, Sadie, you're cute.
This guy, Section 31.
This guy in the background didn't do anything, say a word. Section 31. It's saying that the path to the Great Fairy thing. I just climbed the fucking mountain. I didn't walk this way. Not Aerosmith.
Section 31. Looking for the Section 31 operative that was on Voyager, totally.
I think his name was Josh.
Josh.
Like there was a quest in the Lost Woods where I had to follow some little idiot, Kokiri to a shrine. I got to the shrine, but like, I guess I lost him, so then I had to do the whole thing again.
God.
Exactly, maybe. What?
Here we go.
Stinging fight. I put that star there when I was looking for this earlier on. And I guess at this point I can just walk across here.
Do you remember the Voyager where those like invisible aliens were experimenting on them
Yeah.
and making them sick and die and have weird shit like this happen?
Yeah.
This crew member who died on the bridge was Section 31 all the way. According to novels.
It's going to be a hard fight to find this.
Noises in the woods sound like Endor.
It's a hard fight, everybody. Okay, fall balls out, game saying. more shrine, then there'd just be 10 left, and it'd be the top 10.
You need to look at the map.
Yeah, once this is over.
Okay, go to the lower right.
I did that.
You did that one where you lose all your stuff
Yeah,
and you have to be naked and afraid.
Well, yeah, I kept forgetting to bring it up, but like I kind of cheated because like when you get to the beach, I dropped like some good weapons and some food. Then you get on the beach and it takes away all your stuff, but the stuff you dropped is still there. So I had those weapons and like food things.
Should I tell Song that
Yeah.
or let her live in blissful ignorance?
Tell her that because then she'd be like cheaping out. Because like it wasn't the enemies were a problem. It was the freaking like thunderstorm bullshit. That gave me issues.
So you got to the edge of the beach and dropped like.
I dropped a bunch of like meat stuff and some weapons that were good that I didn't care about losing when they broke.
So like, what initiates it? Like a cutscene happens?
Yeah,
or
like
something?
you get onto the beach and then a cutscene happens, but you could be standing in the water. Yes, the thunderstorm wolf shits. It's Christmas. Thank the goddess.
Okay, I figured that thunderstorm wolf shits is a great phrase to Google. So this is one of the pictures that came up that I think most represents what you were going for.
Yes.
And here's Song's response to hearing what you did.
That fucker. You cheated.
I mean, there are some other pictures that are probably bad. I'm not going to go into those. Mostly it was just thunder and like weird novel covers.
Okay, so here's the Tawa Jin Shrine. Let's see what the hell that entails.
Probably involves finding Jinjos.
Do they have souls?
Of course they don't.
3 giant brother shrines.
So I want you to keep checking for that mountain. And don't you have to stop soon?
Yeah. I figured I'd try to.
Yes, you know the common phrase, gingers don't have souls? Well, Jinjos don't have souls either because it's almost the same word,
Yes.
according to me. It's a common phrase.
It's a social phenomenon, like when Beetle, passive aggressively threatens to have you killed.
Yes.
It doesn't look like one is glowing.
Some goat meat.
Yeah, I'll do this quest stuff and then I'll be done, and then there'll be 10 shrines.
If you say so. So.
Some more paint. That's on my badass weapons. Did that. Get fucked. Just say there's one down. I got turned around. This shrine's another one you just show up and you get rewarded. Dennis watched, I think he's up to like the 5th episode of The Mandalorian. Best part about this is finding the fuckers. Good old food. Alright, one more to go. Not the bees. Interesting. Wish they could have just been one place so I could fight them all.
What the fuck?
What?
And I'm reading about Star Trek the card game and the people on the website like making cards and whatnot and like what is this like project status update like this is what they're working on all like current projects and they have like some projects that they're working on blah 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 like there's this one set they want to come out with where it's dual personnel focusing on romantic partners but the weird thing is like some of these projects this one's called Project Sheridan. Then there's Project Jakar and Project Londo. I don't think those are from Star Trek.
Sure. Like that. Crunch. Under their toenails should be that, limusol fungus guy, right?
A booster shot for the Vidians. I mean, they need booster shots.
Just to get that, immune issues and shit.
Immune disorders.
Got that wicked phage. Got wicked parking the car in the Harvard Yard or whatever. Wonder if one of the 10 that I'm missing is just one that's like somewhere on a mountain. One of those times, maybe. Right, all right. Waiting for those guys because they're dead. So next time we'll do some even more divine beasts, right?
Even more sinful beasts. Just for showing up, they're gonna give it to you.
Yes. Whoa. It's electrifying.
It's a lightsaber. Look at this mummy. Alright, so yeah, like I said, I guess next Ratmus Breath of the Wild will be Wednesday, oh god. What are we gonna eat then?
Breath of the Wild.
Got 10 more shrines.
The top 10 hardest.
Obviously, not all of them are even freaking available. You should get more Korok poop and money.
More poop.
After dinner tonight, I'll be streaming more Apex Legends, and tomorrow there's going to be some great races.
So, like, are there?
Tomorrow at about 7:15 Central, Zoda and I are going to race Portal 2, and he's going to beat me.
Whoa.
And then at 10 o'clock Central, we're going to do a Link to the Past randomizer, and trust me, you guys are going to love it. Song's making it all up, and it's special, and it's amazing, and it's secret, and dirty, and it's gonna lead into wonderful things, and
Well, thank you, Ramimi and Lurkers. I'll start cooking.
you frickin' lurkers.
Frickin' Kirkers. So you can't wait to bust out.
Sadie was about to Hulk out. Yep, that's it. That's the end. No raids, blah blah blah, bye.